Welcome to the next stream brought to you by Yukon Discs. We are here on the showcase showcase field. We have a semi-final here. Mammoth from Brisbane against Colony from Sydney. Very similar teams in a lot of ways. We've got two teams with a lot of experience, and they've brought in development players along with their squad and brought them to Melbourne for this tournament. In the commentary box with me, I have Mazda Mayo returning.
Yes, returning.
We didn't scare her off too bad last time, and she's come for a second shot. So, Maz, how's your how's your weekend going?
All right. We just lost our quarterfinal against Rogue Block, but that's okay. We're really happy to be in top 8. It's quite an achievement for us.
Shooting for 5th.
Shooting for 5th. Yep. So next up we have Fuse, also Brisbane.
Yeah. Another Sydney-Brisbane game for later.
Well,
okay. I'm sorry. I might not know the the geography of the area as well. Wollongong, a little bit south of Sydney. Am I right?
Very much its own city.
2 hours.
We'll get very upset. An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Okay. Yeah, I guess it'd be the same as calling Geelong Melbourne.
Yep. Correct.
So Mammoth is coming off quarterfinal. They won in Universe Point against I-Beam. It's their second Universe point of the win for the tournament. First one against one of the Melbourne Juggernaut teams. Yeah. Couldn't tell you if that was Melbourne or Horse Juggernaut.
Yeah.
On the opposite field, we have the semi-final of Juggernaut versus Chile.
So Colony coming out on D. Yep.
We have Mammoth on O, led by John McNaughton. Looks like Mueller on the line. Copeland.
Let's go, Mammoth!
Spielman with the pull.
And disc with McNaughton in the centre. He moves it to Copeland through the centre, set up with a horizontal stack. Back to McNaughton. Finds the cutter on the side. Dinky cuts back to the handler. Now with the disc. A lot of contact on the mark there, and Copeland doesn't call anything, just keeps going. Doesn't want to stop the play. Brown with the disc. Talks that forehand is not on. Looks for Mueller, finds him on the swing. Down the line to Jinx. Again, looking for the forehand to the open side, finds McNaughton. McGuckin with the disc, puts it to the end zone. 2-10. Clinical to start the game from Mammoth.
Yeah, absolutely. No turnovers in that flow. Really good patience with the disc, I thought.
They're a disciplined team, and they're a team with a leadership who know what they want.
Yep.
And they very much focused on what you can bring to the team, whether it's focus, whether it's energy, whatever it is, you bring that to the team.
So like an individual strengths approach. Excellent. So Colony coming out there, a bit of a mix of the two Colony Div 1 teams, as well as the Rum Corps, which is their new Div 2 team. So they brought along some of the less experienced players.
What's it called?
Rum Corps.
Rum Corps.
Yeah. So coming out, we've got Stacey, though O'Mahony. Ooh, that's definitely not. Hodgson, Hardy, Ladamatos, and McCabe. So McCabe receiving, centering it to Stacey. Looking for Hodgson, who clears. Into Ladamatos, who puts it up to Hodgson. Oh.
Huge D from Linus Mueller in the end zone. A lot of pressure. He's a big presence on the field and enforcing that one on Hodgson. Seeing the replay, a very high disc coming in.
Yeah, gets his tip to it.
Gets himself in front and stops the bid. So Mammoth set up in a vertical stack.
Let's work now, boys. Let's work now. Keep backing up, boys. Keep up the backing.
Looks off McPherson, finds Mueller. Dumps it to the handler. Grimmond finds the disc in the center of the field. Breaks across. Back to Grimmond. High release forehand, very pretty. Pick called. Murphy's defender catches up.
Here we go, boys. Initiating, Joel. Make sure we keep that Jolie.
The big lanky step of Murphy steps around that force. Garrahy with the disc, finds some the space for the cutter. Grimmond on the open side. Cocks the whistle, very crowded on the underside. And the dump tries to get down the line. Ladamater's having none of that. The dump eventually gets it and moves it down the line. First with the disc, again looking to initiate the dump. A little body from Ladamater, finishes the force. Lays out the disc and no go. Setting the example for his defensive team there. Mueller finds the disc in the middle of the field and puts just a little bit too much hot sauce.
Really different styles of play, I think, coming out in that point. You can really see it. Colony looking for those big shots, while Mammoth a little happier to work it to those dumps and in cuts. So Ladamatos picking up the disc. Looking for McCabe is in the in. To O'Mahony. To Hodgson. Looking for a big to Hardy. Swing, huge swing to McCabe. Up to Hodgson.
It's no mean feat popping that back end over Mueller. Puts it high enough to keep it out of his reach. Has the scores at 1-1. 6 minutes into the game. That dink of a backhand just set to the example of Hodgson.
Say your last name. Ladamatos. I know that was...
Alan with his hand up.
Harrison revs with the pull. Revive. Oh, just out.
It's too easy, White. Let's do that offense.
Mammoth bricking it, taking it to the centre of the field.
McNaughton with the disc in the middle of the field. Horizontal stack. McGuckin tries to get free in the centre. Defender very tight. Allen finds the disc. Tries to wheel around, finds the break to Sims. Break the open. Back to Allen. Now gets the break to John McNaughton. Goes for his little fake of his favourite overhead throws. Very classy throws. Finds McGuckin. Centre of the field, big gainer. Brown's looking for the dump. Oh, that store count's got to be getting up there. Pick called.
This pick was called. Coming in on 4, indicated by black.
To have the advantage in this game, we also have, what do they call them on the sideline?
Game advisors.
Game advisors, mind blank. Led by Rubenberg. John McNaughton with the disc on the sideline. He's looking end zone. Finds Brown. Across to not Sims. Jinx with disc. Finds Brown. Forehand finds McGuckin in the end zone. Again, patience from Mammoth is paying off. The short game very effective so far. Colony's going to have a job to shut that down.
So you can see the game advisors having a bit of a discussion on the field, maybe. Yep. So their role isn't to actually referee at all. It's just to provide opinions and indications about things like offside. So when the pull goes up, everyone, all those on offense have to have their foot on the line. All on defense have to be entirely behind the line until the pull is released. So.
The other huge advantage for the game advisor is for the viewers at home. They communicate what's said on the field.
Yes.
And you can either see the signals or we can see the signals and translate that.
So coming out for Colony, we have Ladamatos, Stacey, Hardy, Varley, Hodgson, Vo and McCabe. Sean.
Disc is up.
Received by McCabe. Centering to Stacey. And looking for a big look to Vo. Banks, not quite.
Vo has the speed, not that much speed though. That was a flat throw with a lot of speed on it. McGuckin chasing, had no chance of getting him chasing him down there.
Let's go, Colony! Keep up the fire, Colony! Under 8. Keep it up, Aiden. Keep it up, Aiden. Yeah, boy. Let's go.
Ladamatos picking up for a quick turn on for Colony. Centering to Stacey, looking again. Pick called. Ladamatos to Varley. Varley's looking back straight away. Back to Ladamatos. McCabe coming back for the dump. To Hardy. To Hodgson. Okay, looking for that big swing to Vo. Really opens up the field for Colony. For them to do their favourite thing. So a bit over Ladamatos for the reception there. Scuba to Murphy. Mammoth really excited for their first break of the game. It's the first break point.
That's a huge point for them. Gladish and that's going to be on the play of the day. Pump. Forehand goes up. 1v3
Yeah.
his head.
Yeah, that was so better.
It's so amazing seeing all those people back. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, down there, yeah. Oh, react.
Let's go, boys.
Colony with the disc. Ladamatos with the disc. Oh, turn. Oh, there seems to be a call by Mahoney. Oh, is it? So the disc going back to Colony.
Sam, one deep. Go behind, go behind.
To Mahoney. Back to Ladamatos. And over the top to Hodgson. Big upside down swing to Mahoney. Centering it to Revi. Who sends it up to Spielman. Spielman, what a beautiful read.
Fantastic offense. Surprised that he had so much space to come back.
Yeah. No. So it was Harrison Revire who put up that up. So he played for the under-19 men's team last year and also for Sydney Uni. Yeah, Mammoth seemed to be doing a bit of a zone, but I think because so many of their players were down near the disc when that breakthrough came, they really struggled to catch it up, and Colony has the throwers downfield to really capitalise on it. Yeah, they definitely, Colony was struggling to get it past that original kind of swings, but once they did, they really opened it up. Spielman with the pull.
Aggressive now, boys. Aggressive now, boys. Yes, Sean, yes, Sean, yes. No inside, no inside. Up. Good, Jolie. Good, Jolie. Hell yeah, Joel. All right. Open the space, open the space. You're out, sorry. Go ahead, Alex. Yeah, Cook. Joel. Inside!
Another no-turn offense point by Mammoth. I think they're doing a really good job of treasuring that disc the entire way down the field. Next game's up against Fuse. It's the 5 to 8 playoffs, so playing to go up either to 5th, 6th or 7th, 8th. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah. So coming out for Colony, we have Black, Vo, Sutas, Hodgson, Ladamatos, Spielman, and Stacey. Oh. To Hodgson. Looking for the swing to Stacey. To Hodgson. Looks for the big swing to Ladamatos. Colony a little big swing to Ladamatos. Spielman. Big look to Hodgson, just a little bit over, too much float. Oh, a little bit over. I think that might... Is it the first time Mammoth has turned it on O this game? Maybe not, no. Ladamatos picking up the disc for Colony. Colony out in a vert stack. Looks for the swing to Hodgson. Across to Vo. Black. Looks to Sutas. Across to Vo. Stacey for the score.
Fantastic patience from Colin. They really it's getting later in the count. Score signal from Dan Price. And that brings the score 4-3. Good day, buddy.
Yep. So the 2017 rules came out at the beginning of this year. A couple of changes have come through. One of the ones being that you only have 10 seconds to pick up the disc and put it into play if it turns over in the central zone, so anywhere that's not in one of the end zones on the field. Correct. One of the big focuses for this rules update was just to get self-refereeing to look a little bit, to be a bit more effective. So another big change is that if asked, individuals who were not involved in the play can offer perspectives. There's a hand signal with your arms beside you that says, oh, I have an opinion or a perspective, please ask me, effectively. Lenny with the pull. Oh, a little bit. Yeah. Hodgson picking it up for Colony. Looks for a big to black. Does not quite connect.
Stay tight, Colony! Emerson tight. Stay tight, Sean. Try to come under. Really good, boys. Really good, boys. Get back up, step up, step. One that in. No inside. Go, boys, Let me under. Side. Oh, Jaden up left. No inside, Jaden. Yeah, Sean, great.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad.
Great.
Tracy, nice effort, Tracy. Let's play D now, mate.
Hodgson picking up the disc for Colony. Looking for the second attempt. Over the top to Revi. So there was a pick called before the throw. I think some debate as to whether it affected the play. So, yeah, but it depends whether the disc has been thrown or not. So I think the pick was before the throw, which is why that has gone back. Looking for that swing.
Quick turnover at the short field, and they.
Colony, I think, getting a little bit frustrated, looking to rush it. Looking for the big throws. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Be aware of it. Make the turn, see where your D is, have a check in with the ball.
Colony coming in. Ball received by McCabe. Oh, through the legs. Centering to Ladamatos. Mammoth coming up in zone. Looking it to McCabe. Across to Vo. Ladamatos in the centre of the field. Back to Vo. Ladamatos. A little give-go. Reset. Across to McCabe. Back to Ladamatos. Mammoth has switched to man. Ladamatos swings to Vo. Into McCabe. He's looking for the big to Hodgson. Nice. Great reception by Hodgson.
Working boys, working boys!
Foul call. Game advisors coming to join them on the line. This perspective didn't look like it. Wheeler went flying a long way. A lot of momentum behind him. I think maybe it was
I think he's more maybe calling contact on the play, trying to get back on the mark rather than any change in possession. Yep. Hodgson with the disc just in front of the end zone. Looking to Spielman. Oh, unfortunate.
Aggressive Murph! Aggressive Murph! Hey, Joel! Yes, Jolie, yes, Jolie!
He finds the other kick.
A little bit too much. Colony will be happy to have another time to go. So Ladamatos to pick up the disc. McCabe setting up in the dump position. McCabe is a Wollongong boy, recent trader. Swing and Ladamatos to McCabe. Back to Ladamatos. Ladamatos, McCabe again. Into Vo. Spielman to Stacey. Big ups to Sutas. Oh. Excellent. Yeah. Colony will be happy with that point. I think good patience, waiting to try and get that power position for those bigger looks. Timeout called by Colony. I'm gonna... I'm going to run and get my water, and then I have to leave shortly.
Got Ruben Burke here, an advisor. Just like to ask him to clear up. There's two calls there. The first one, the pick call.
Yeah, so there was a pick called before, and the pick was deemed to have been called before the thrower was in the act of throwing, and so that's not automatically a turnover. The players then get to discuss whether they think the pick call actually affected the play, and so the receiver said that they'd slowed down before trying to chase it down, and so they deemed it to have affected the play. Sure. As game advisors, we can't actually give advice on whether we thought it affected the play. We can just remind them of what the rule is to consider whether it affected the play. If it didn't, it would have been a turnover.
Sure.
And had the throw been already in the throwing motion or the disc been in the air when the pick was called and it was a turnover, then that's always a turnover.
Sure.
Yeah, can't get that back.
Absolutely. And the second one, the foul on
the other one, there wasn't actually a foul called.
Oh, okay.
It was a bit of an interesting one that we'll need to have some discussions, I think, because it was the case that I think Linus went out of his way to avoid landing on the other player, and so felt like he was being nice and wanted to be able to catch up. But it's not necessarily what is allowed in the rules.
Yes.
They were using spirit the way they wanted to.
Yes.
But strictly within the sense of the rules, if you've avoided landing on someone, then that's its own reward.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. Sure. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
So Mammoth coming out in O.
Callum Spielman's going to be pulling the disc on Mammoth line. Typically is just walking off. It looked like Copeland was joining the line. Jinx, Sims, McNaughton. Brown, McGuckin. That's Gladish. No, it's not Gladish. Oh, players walking in front of me. I give up.
Spearman with the pull. Oh, looking like it might
That's
fight out.
floaty pass into the fence. They're probably going to brick that.
No, the new rule adaptation. The person who calls the brick doesn't have to pick it up.
Brown with the disc in the middle of the field. Allen struggling to get rid of his player in the middle. Brown was definitely looking to him. Finds McNaughton on the dump. To Jinx, through the centre. Very effective, digging it straight back. Doesn't want to borrow that. McGuckin with the disc, and again straight back to McNaughton. This is very McNaughton-focused offense at the moment. And Jinx wants to go back to him still, but he's been very well marked by Latamatis, who's not given him a metre. He eventually finds some space on the open side. Puts up the shot. Oh, and bounces in and then out of the hand.
Colony absolutely hoping to capitalise on this turn. Put by Spielman to revive. Oh, looks like it's fading out. Oh.
Come on, Mammoth, we got this, boys. Let's go, Mammoth.
What a sideline voice from Mammoth. They were really keen to put this one away. Latamatis on the mark. McNaughton with disc in hand. Unders to Allen. Body contact. And the foul is called. Stoppage in play. Confirmed foul. Uncontested. Jinx with the disc. In the under. He's looking long and he puts it around for McGuckin. Can he have a second shot at it? The two-hand clap, very effective. McGuckin at the end zone line, touches it to the ground. Unnecessary, but still sends the signal. And he puts it in for the score.
To Lisk.
Was that Lisk? I couldn't see across the field.
Pretty sure. I have to leave you guys. I have to go play with my team, but good luck. Enjoy.
Thank you very much for joining our commentary, Maz.
At a more reasonable hour.
Yeah, nice fade into the front. That's great. Let's go, Conley! Let's go, Conley! Work with the legs, Conley! Work with the legs!
Looks like Gladish is going to be pulling in the disc. I haven't noticed him pulling yet. Into the breeze. Probably affects that pull. It's pulled up a little bit short, dead center, probably 10 meters short of the brick mark. Looks like a 2-3-2 style zone. They force the disc back. It counts on the sideline, suggesting they're going to change at some point. just nothing down the field. The Colony is struggling to adapt as Hodgson with the disc scoops it across the field. Adamatis with disc in hand to Hodgson. Big around forehand looking for Spielman. It's going to sail, and he has the read. Fantastic read on the disc. Connection made, and that is the score signal from the game advisors. They were well held there with that zone. The over-the-top throw is very effective at breaking out. Adamatis to pull the disc in. Final instructions to his team. The hand is up from Elliot Cook for Mammoth. The low pull comes in, it is fairly short. Brown is going to pick up the disc. Next to him, Allen, to his right, Sims. Straight up force to begin with, and McNaughton finds the disc under. Usually in a handle roll, they've moved to the centre of the field. Found Timocles at Copeland streaming under. Back to Brown, who along the line in the corner to McGuckin. Sims caught behind him. McNaughton down the line holds the disc up, and he's very happy with that. And that's some really fluid offense. Set up a little bit differently to how they have previous couple of points. Shows their flexibility. It's a big contingent of Mammoth players on the sideline here. They're all there listening. Absolute army of them. Transition zone put on again by Mammoth. At the moment, Adamatis pointing, directing the play. Vo hands it back to Adamatis. The count starts again. Adamatis, the very casual fake over the top. Vo's charging in and out there. Lots of possession. Back to Adamatis. Vo again. Looking for Vo. Xavier Black with the big swing, and Vo finds the disc again. Ladamata's just chasing that. Stacey with the disc, fake over the top, and instead just goes for the easier swing. Vo chasing a lot of energy through that centre. Stacey across the field to Spielman. He's looking to the end zone. He'd love to go there. Again, swings and dumps back to Ladamatas. Cross to McCabe. Looks downfield. Floaty forehand. Just didn't sit the way he expected it to. Mueller intercepts to Murphy. Down the line to Copeland. McNaughton's dinking around, isn't able to get free. Dump back to Murphy. Copeland following up. Back to Murphy. Throw wasn't to Mueller's advantage, and it's turnover. So Colony has another shot at this. Ladamatas across to Hodgson. Looking down the field, he's not too happy with what he's seen. Eventually engages the dump. Ladamatas runs the circuit right round. Disc in hand, looking to go downfield. Eventually engages the dump, finds Hodgson. Crowded open side at the moment. They're going to look to break. And there's a turnover. It looks like McNaughton throwing to Grimmon's advantage. Jump, clap, near the end zone, dumps to Copeland. Just going to take their time. He finds Grimmond in the corner. He wants down the line, it's not on. Finds the dump in McNaughton. The fake, he wants it. Eventually sits it up there. And Cook runs past, unable to make the connection. Breeze there nearly started up for a second shot, but no go this time. Swing across, looks like to McCabe. Spielman on the far side. On close side for commentary. To Ladamatos, the general of this team. Finds Spielman in the centre. To McCabe. Vo, Spielman to Ladamatos. It's a low energy kind of movement at the moment. Not a lot of pressure on the throws, but they've found Stacey out wide. Ambitious scuba down the line to Spielman. Would have looked all right if it came off. No go. Intercept. McNaughton to pick up the disc. He looks down the field. Nothing on. He's still hoping though. Eyes haven't looked to his dump yet. Finds Mueller under. He moves it to Murphy, to Copeland. Mueller following up his good work and finds Murphy on the stretch. There's another break. That's taking them to half time. Today's stream brought to you by Yukon Discs, proud sponsor of SMO 2017 here at Epping.
Hey, Gladys. Actually, Mary's down there.
Raise the bar. Ramp up on 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ramp up. Welcome to the jungle, bitches.
Defense up there. It's on, dude. Let's go Y&D. Yeah, let's go Y. Let's go Y.
I'm just like, yo guys, look how high I can get on this trampoline. I jump on it. I've got like kill my man again. My contact ran out and I got fired. Let's get around our boys. Let's get around him. Hey, heads in, boys.
Long points. There hasn't been a lot of turnovers, just a lot of passes. There's a floaty pass up to Stacey. And that wind's definitely picking up. It's going to become a real factor as we keep going today. Spielman through to Latamatis. Low backhand cross. It's returned to Latamatis, very close to the line there for Hodgson. The zone they're trying to contain, but so far they're moving around quite easily. Stacey's got the disc into the middle. The backhand is shut down and it's returned to Stacey. Stacey with the disc. The zone is working quite well at containing at the moment. They're definitely not moving the disc forward, and they're just trying to keep it in possession by moving it sideways. Latamatis with the disc near his toes. Brown on the mark, tiring at that a little bit, which isn't that surprising by this stage. Stacey with the disc. is wanting to go forwards, but there's just nothing there. Very stagnant downfield. Latamatis with the disc. Now Spielman. They've slowed down, trying to work out what is up. The break goes through the cup. Is that to Ferguson? He spread it to Omani, who's looking for the dump, finds Stacey. The swing to Hodgson. Hodgson looks through the cup. He's looking, he wants it. He finds Latamatis in the cup. Again, Latamatis, a little ditty off to Hodgson. So that's about over a minute of play where the disc has not moved forward. Foul is signalled from the player advisor from the sideline. Play continues. Ferguson with the disc finds Hodgson. And they are past that magical halfway line. Omani with the disc finds Latamatis working very hard through him. He wants to go through that cup. There's no one there at the moment. Ferguson, the disc. Latamatis to Vo. Usually a very effective popper. First seen him in this point. Latamatis with the disc finds Stacey to Ferguson. It's a lot of players in a very small area right now. A lot of pressure.
There's huge amounts of pressure. It's fantastic from Mammoth.
Hodgson has been pushed back, and there's the overthrow over the cup. Finds Latamatis, who's looking to break that cup still, and Ferguson steps maybe an extra couple of steps than he needed to there. Hodgson with a disc. Latamatis hovering around the area. Oh, there's the move through the cup they finally got. They've been looking at that to Marnie. Back to Stacey, back to Marnie. Finds Hodgson. They've gained 25 metres now. Finds Latamatis on the far wing, who follows it up to Hodgson. He wants to put this in. He's really keen to put this in, and pops up to Latamatis in the breeze. A little bit more difficult than it is to be, but still finds him. It's all tight in that corner at the moment. He gets back to Hodgson.
Good try.
Ambitious. He's returned to the place where he was standing. That was a travel. The scuba to the end zone would really be the opposite to the rest of this point. Latamatis to Ferguson. It's absolutely incredible this zone hasn't caused a turnover yet. They've been so patient. Stacey with the disc. Find Hodgson with the pink towel. To Ferguson. Oh,
that was close.
So close to a drop from Latamatis. Juggle. That's the upwind at incredible patience. Is there anything more Mammoth could have done there?
Not really. It was just fantastic defense. They held them for so long, and even in this section up near the halfway line, it was just they held, and there was nothing that Colony could do at that stage. But they've got through, and they've got the point.
And so close to that, to finally getting the turnover they were after with that Latamatis and juggle.
Yeah, that's it.
He was going to predict a turnover. That's not the one I would have predicted. Brings the scores to 8-6. We're 64 minutes into the game.
Coming in late to this game, I'll do my best with names, but I'll make sure I get the number out to you guys.
Looks like Spielman pulling. Gary, Mueller, McNaughton, Elliott, Cook, Grimmond, Murphy, and McPherson on the line for their upwind O attempt.
And Colony are indicating they're ready to start, and here we go with the pull.
Fair space between those 2 points. Big break in play. Gary stops the disc and moves it across to Cook, who keeps it flowing through to McNaughton. He looks to check the disc mid-point. That's interesting. Back to Cook, who moves on to McNaughton. Gary Heed to McNaughton. McNaughton's just going to follow up this play. Classic movement from him. Likes a lot of disc. Finds Mueller, who wants to get through that cut, but the movement from Ferguson shuts that off. McNaughton with a disc in the middle. His hammer splits the field open, finds Grimmond, who fakes downfield. Oh, that hammer is incredible. My favourite, or maybe second favourite hammer in Australian Ultimate to Regaki. Cook with the disc. Very tight mark. He wants to get around. He goes the high backhand to Garahi. Garahi breaks to Grimmond very casually, just sidles up to the disc, finds McNaughton, who runs inside the cup. He fakes that hammer again, instead goes the forehand down the line to McPherson. Dumps back to out of vision, but gets the disc to McNaughton, who finds Cook in the middle, splits the gap to Grimmond.
Great offense there by Mammoth.
Breeze means nothing to them in that point.
No, absolutely nothing.
McNaughton's hammer is a real weapon.
Yeah.
Brings the score to 9-6. When we have roughly 15 minutes of play left. A little bit less.
The wind is definitely picking up down here on these fields. A lot stronger than what it's been.
The winds are just picking up our shade
We might get
a little bit.
Yeah, blowing to the other side of the field at this rate.
Luckily, it's kind of zip-tied down.
It's great to see Rubenberg out there with some game advisors in training. So we've got two new game advisors who are in their first run of an actual game here today. So you'll see them on the sidelines. They're very much in their learning phase. So learning from the great man himself, which is a fantastic opportunity here.
If you yourself, sitting at home, you want to get involved in Ultimate, you contact Ultimate Victoria, Ultimate Australia, and ask how you can be involved as a game advisor. It's a great way to give back to the game, a great way to be involved in the play, and we're in need of more.
Absolutely. Male and female too. Need both to get these games going. And
Advisor Tony handing the disc back to Latamatis.
Oh, good job, hey?
Very good. Bit of sister pride there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Stacey has the disc in the middle of the field there. Back to Latamatis. Number 12's popping in there. That's McCabe. Looking, wasn't quite able to get it back there to Thomas Bow.
McNaughton's on the rush. He does not want to waste time here. He just
does.
pops it over.
Oh.
And it just pops out of the hand of 10. Oh, he's shattered.
Stacey's picked up the disc. Back to Latamatis in the middle there. He's trying to find a way to break through that defence that Mammoth's got on there. Comes across to the sideline. Can't quite see who's got there. Number 12 again, I think.
Okay.
And something's happened.
Pick is called.
Pick called.
Which is always an interesting play in a zone. Pick call.
Okay, coming in on 0, Latamatis, has the disc. Tivo's trying to get in there, can't quite find a spot. Over onto the sideline to Hodgson. That Mammoth defence is so tight. Right on the other sideline there, Ladamatis is again. Whoa. Good option. Bit hard in this wind.
Ladamatis with the zing across the field. High level difficulty, probably high level reward as well, but doesn't come off in this circumstance. McNaughton with the disc, again moving very quickly. It does not like to stop. Disc now with Copeland. They believe they towed the line.
Travel called.
But there's a travel call on the initial movement up to the line. Omani suggesting that very vehemently that McNaughton didn't set his pivot foot correctly. McNaughton's not happy with that. Disc will return. Disc swung to Marcus. He's a lot of space on the open side, but no cut there until a little bit too late. Copeland looking to the break side again, no cut to the open side. Eventually the cut finds McCuskin.
Oh, Stacey.
Making up names.
Great D there by Stacey. Possession has gone back to Colony now after that fantastic D. So Hodgson's picking up the disc.
That's step around.
Up goes for a hammer. It's going to find its mark. Yep, Ladamatis has got it now on the far sideline. He's looking. Mammoth have reset their wall here that they've got going on. Hodgson has got it again. Bad luck.
It's another turnover, short field. McNaughton picking up again to Copeland in the middle of the field. Again, it's a little bit crowded on the open side, and eventually finds McGugan on the open end. They get the score.
Defense is it's unreal, really, from Mammoth, isn't it? It's holding Colony right where, right in the same position, really. They're not having a lot of movement from it, and if they are, it's from a big risk kind of throw. So whatever Mammoth are doing with that defense is working.
Absolutely. So they look dangerous once they have got it to the other side of the field, but then again, once they get it there, there's nothing really downfield to pass on to.
No, that's right.
Generally, you'd find with Colony, their experienced players are the players on the disc a lot.
Yeah, we started on 10-6. That's our second half. Yeah, 10-6. Yeah, it is. You got the up window last point, and then we played one day that way. 10-6. We played a full fence, and then we played another D, so we should be on 10. 10-6. They're happy. A little bit better that point, but it felt like there was 3 people in the disc. They were kind of coming in, regarding, the person's clearing, and then we're clearing with just like a second side off.
There were a few times where I could definitely see people just within 3 metres, not much. It was definitely better.
I said it.
Yeah, that's fine. It was definitely better.
It's this time for the Mammoth players. We don't have the whole contingent on the line. It's just a small representative 4. And it looks like Elliot Cook will be pulling the disc in. Now, and will you be joining us for the following game?
Is that the Ellipsis game?
That is the Ellipsis.
Oh, would not miss it. Definitely got to see those girls play.
I'm not sure of their opponents.
I'm not sure either, to be honest.
we'll find out.
Okay, so the pool has gone out, and I don't think it actually made its way over half. And we've just heard the siren to indicate that this is the last point. So whatever happens at the end of this, it will be game over.
And it looks like we're seeing Mammoth go through to the final.
So the disc is on the far sideline, just being brought in past the halfway mark there by Hodgson. Flicks it across to Ladamatis. And Mammoth have got that wall on again. Stacey Latamatis right on the sideline now. Straight through to number 17. Black goes across to Stacey and then across to Hodgson. He's hammer and straight
Incredible hammer from Spielman.
That's fantastic.
Is that Benjamin Sutas?
Ben Sutas takes that goal there off that hammer, and that is end of game.
Finishing with the Yukon Discs Player of the Day nomination, for sure. That is end of game.
Wow.
All right, that finishes the day. As we see that replay, that huge hammer coming down very fast and hitting Sutas. Well, Emma, thank you very much for joining us for this stream.
Thank you.
And we'll finish off there for this game. I'm Stefan Fern-Boxdale. This is M. Tony. Thank you for joining us for the stream sponsored by Yukon Discs.